EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington.
Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Dallas Cowboys. Set for football now at AT&T Stadium. Brandon Aubrey has the honors, and we are underway here in Arlington. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Nice chunk of yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 6. First carry now for Chris Evans. And he'll push ahead for about 3 to the 36. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Now Burrow. He gets this one to Boyd. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down.
They'll run with Hubbard.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
I'm laughing because I'm not so sure I would have made this call. I'm not so sure I would have said, yeah, let's go ahead and get this one, especially at this point of the game. But give him credit. He had a feeling and carried it through.
Yeah, that's one where you think, okay, if you're down, 2 minutes left, the ball's near midfield, you go for it. But at this stage, at that part of the field, but like you said, it worked. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow.
Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 36 yards on the play.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front They won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw taken in here by Chase.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
Now Burrow changing things up here. Mixon is in. Touchdown, Bengals.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Burrow and the Bengals offense staying put. They'll go for 2 here.
They'll try and throw for it. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
Well, they had that great, long, methodical drive to put it in the end zone. Then they tried to bite off a little more and get 8 points. Instead, they're sitting at 6.
But didn't that feel like a decision that they made on Tuesday?
Yeah.
Well, you usually say that's what they do, right?
Right. That's the best one. The best ones do that. They take the emotion out of it. That felt like that was scripted. Hey, if we score in the opening drive, we're going to go for 2 and try and really gain an advantage.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. So the drive's going to start with Pollard.
And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Looking to throw. Prescott.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted.
Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. We thought this defense would be opportunistic, and they were. Here, you're already up. Now you got a 2-touchdown lead. I tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit of extra momentum with a score already on the board?
Oh, without a doubt. That already felt good to them. They took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now. Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want them to make mistakes because they're too overamped. Others say, I've got a 2-touchdown lead. Go get them, guys. They'll be even more aggressive.
They'll let Mixon try and run it in. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside. And the Cowboys are able to recover. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, that maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
Meanwhile, Prescott's throw taken in there by Cooks. This 2nd and 4.
Here's Prescott. There again is Cooks, complete. 7 yards there and a first down. 12-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Prescott.
Swinging this out for Pollard.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Prescott from the gun. Escaping the pressure right.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings us one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done. Still a great return and very good field position.
Burrow will throw. Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Well, that didn't take long. The turnover instantly almost turning into points.
And when that happens, a lot of teams have the mentality of let's strike right now. You've got them off balance after the turnover or the takeaway. Let's go get it. And that's exactly what they did.
And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. Oh, and the Bengals look like they got it back. They did. Bengal football. Well, there you go. Just your everyday leading big, and you onside kick it with a lead. They got it. I mean, it worked, but interesting call.
I think because they have such a margin, they feel a little bit bolder about what they're doing. And it's not only just to try and increase their lead, but that's their way of saying we're in full control of this game, and we can kind of do what we want.
They go play action with Burrow. He'll buy some time right. And that is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he's got this pretty close to a first down at the Cowboys' 37. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you've got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage, and that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
It's out. It's loose. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think that you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. A big play here for Dallas. 42 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Prescott now. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Ferguson. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield. They're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts and still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter.
So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. Open man, right side, it's Lamb. Touchdown! Dak Prescott with a connection to CeeDee Lamb. And the Cowboys are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Brandon, they just got the ball, and already they're in the end zone, and you're getting ready to talk about the PAT. That was fast.
50 Cent, Mike, 50 Cent. Stop your body.
Prescott, they're going to throw for it. And no, it falls incomplete. So the two-point conversion, no good. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a two-point conversion, but still, as a forward DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know what I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense.
Well, that's true. You've said that before.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
On second down, here's Mixon. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 10 yards there on a Bengal first. 3-4 defense, and that O-line really dominated the D-line on that play.
And think of it this way. With a 3-4, you have a natural bubble over each guard because those guys don't have defenders over them. Oftentimes, if you want to run up the middle, they can get upfield and get on the linebackers right now, and that gives the running back a heck of a chance to get into the secondary.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow sliding out of the pocket.
Oh, poor decision there, and it's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Damone Clark.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
Well, they matched their opponent's pick six from earlier. Those are some crucial points that may prove pretty consequential as to how this one plays out.
And, Brandon, I think now we're not just watching how they move around the field, but we're checking their psychology out a little bit, aren't we? Because that defense, they're about to go right back out with all the momentum on their side. As for the opposing offense, you wonder if there's going to be some hesitation to lean entirely on the passing game to try and mount a counterattack.
Flush to his right. And unable to connect. They don't get the two-point conversion here. So now, Charles, 2 touchdowns, 2 tries at two-point conversions, and both fail.
And you want to say, let's go ahead and run the kicker out there from now on. But the problem is you're chasing points at this stage. So now you've got to dial up more two-point conversions and hope you're successful from here on out.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
On second down, Burrow.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Damone Clark.
And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
So the first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Prescott to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Bengals are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to get with the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
Looking deep here for Chase.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
This now a 3rd and 4.
One more time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number 1. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the 3rd quarter.
And the fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this 3rd quarter from their 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the 2nd half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the 3rd quarter.
First down, Prescott.
That's dumped off to Pollard.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it's 2nd down. To throw is Prescott. He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 33. They'll throw again. Prescott buying time to his left. Prescott able to get down there at the end on the slide, and he has the first as well. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Prescott now on 2nd down. That's complete right around the 8. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Here's Prescott. Here's a screen now for Pollard. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. Now Prescott. Flushed out right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now, 4th and goal from the 2. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And no move to take the offense on the field. They're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal. Gets it out quickly here to the left flank. Touchdown, Cowboys! Kevontae Turpin, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Bengals drive about to get going. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the 3rd as they have. There he goes, left side. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. 89 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Well, this game's ripe for the taking, and that run, I think it means he wants to take it.
Not only does he want to take it, he doesn't care what they're going to do on the defensive side of the ball. You can be prepared for him. He's coming at you anyway.
Now Burrow on 1st down. Got a man open. It's Chase. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, it's Evans. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Mozzie Smith there to bring him down.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down. Got to kick it, right? I mean, even the short yardage, you boot this thing, don't you?
Yeah, but I know how aggressive you are. I know what you want. You want to go for it, don't you? You're feeling it, aren't you?
Yeah, but treat it like a football game, not like Madden.
I like that. Fight the temptation, kick the field goal, because if you go for it and don't get it, you put a lot on your defense in a short amount of time.
They'll run here with Hubbard.
And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll give it to Mixon, and they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Another try for Mixon. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Mixon trying to punch it in, and he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bengals answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Burrow's going to look to throw for it. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Being chased out left.
Late in the game, he's certainly doing everything in his power to buy time for his guys to make a play. But in this case, he's surrounded, and all he has room to do is to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
57 for Mike. 57. 2-2. Watch your slap. 57 for Mike. Watch 57.
Throwing. Prescott. Throw left side complete. That's Ferguson. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
To throw, Prescott. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Cowboys. Kevontae Turpin. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from taking the lead here in the 4th. Now they can boot it through on the always important extra point, and then their defense has to hold up their end of the bargain.
And there's something that you've pointed out in numerous games that we've worked. Okay, the excitement's going on. Everyone's celebrating over there. Who's calling up the defense to make sure they're focused because they still have some work to do?
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. This is 1st and 10. Throwing, Burrow. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. And so much for the game-winning 2-minute drive. I think that interception return there pretty much seals the deal.
And one thing to keep in mind, in this situation with the score that close, defense isn't backing off and just giving you easy throws. They're playing aggressively as well, and they end up picking that one off and sealing the deal for themselves.
And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change.
Now on the return. Oh, no, the ball is loose. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. And that one is his second fumble loss. Not a good look out of your return man.
And not only does he hurt the momentum for his team or even change momentum of the game, but now they've got a decision to make on his own sideline. Does he continue to do that? Do you keep him in that role, or do you bring someone else in at this time?
Not quite enough to get into the end zone, but what a nice play there. He makes the catch, tries to turn upfield and get to the pylon, but doesn't quite get there. So they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal from very short range.
Pollard is in. Touchdown, Dallas. Obviously, Charles, such an important, well-executed touchdown, and that caps off what has been a strong second half. Remember, they trailed at halftime.
And how about the response? That's the type of thing that every team talks about before a season begins. Don't worry about the scoreboard at the half. Let's play strong in the second and come out and take the fight to our opponent. They did exactly that, and now they have the lead to show for it.
It's complete, and this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he tries to get as much as he can here while protecting the football as he dives to the ground. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game. This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And they will get the conversion on 3rd down, but the clock, a more pressing factor.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Here's Burrow. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Cowboys as we sign off and say so long from Arlington. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington.
Coming up, well, we've got what can only be described as a mirror image matchup, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys and themselves. Set for football now at AT&T Stadium. Brandon Aubrey has the honors, and we are underway here in Arlington. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Prescott and Lamb hooking up for the Cowboy first.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to get in the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block them. They were on him in a hurry.
Second down, Prescott. He gets it to Cooks. And he is going to lose yardage here. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
And look at this. They're keeping the punter on the sideline. They're going to go for it here on the opening drive. The Cowboys will go. Prescott. He's letting it fly for Cooks. That is incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense holds firm here on the opening drive of the night. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Going to run again here with Pollard. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And they snap him short of the first as he can only get to the 20. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
And the move from Mike McCarthy is going to be to keep the offense on the field here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll run for it with Pollard. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. Remember, that was 4th and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and 4th and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's that 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? You just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to make the right play call and get everyone into the right spot and win at the line of scrimmage? That's what they did there.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Pollard will take it up the gut. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Prescott. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. From 13 yards out. And the Cowboys post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter.
We see this route all the time, but when it's well executed, it's a beauty.
And it feels like the fade takes forever to develop, like that ball is just hanging in the air.
And the reason why is that the receiver is trying his best to work the defender inside and give himself space to fade away from him and catch the football. And that's exactly what happened there.
The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And it's now a 7-0 game. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And the Cowboys are able to recover. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down. They'll drop to throw. He's into space past the 25. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. The first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. 1st and 10 right at the 20. And again, it's Prescott. Dancing to his left. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on first down. He's certainly one of those quarterbacks that can burn you with his mobility, but that time able to hem him in and get him to the ground.
Perfect descriptor right there about how they kept him in the pocket. Excellent job of containment, but they were still able to continue to bring such strong pressure without letting him escape. But how about those guys in the secondary as well? Kept the coverage tight, plastered to the receivers, and left no real options for him to throw it downfield.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They'll send the tight end in motion. He'll look to throw. Pollard here once again, back-to-back catches. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And this pass rush has really been bringing the heat and has already gotten home a few times here in the first half. So how about the play call there? Sometimes if you can't protect, you've got to fool them. Screen passes like that can take a little steam out of what's been a relentless rush so far.
We play to win. Let's go.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Now they send the tight end in motion left. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Touchdown! Jake Ferguson from 3 yards out. And the Cowboys are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Well, down in this part of the field, CD, they love to get him the football, and right there, a little pitch and catch for the score.
Yeah, and he's such a weapon when it's that close to the end zone, and they love being able to rely on him to make those kind of catches. Talk about trust, talk about confidence, and he produces.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive. And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Here's Pollard again. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Vaughn on 1st and 10. He'll get it up near midfield to the 49 before being taken down. Now a 2nd and 6. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. Michael Gallup. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and 6. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Escaping the pressure right. And this one into the hands of Vaughn. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
Prescott looks to throw on 1st. That is caught. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, You really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come.
And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. So that really an almost perfect drive as they chew up some clock and wind up scoring late in this first half.
And remember, they've got a chance to double dip here because they're going to get the ball first to start the third quarter. So the potential could go up 2 scores before the other guys get a chance to do anything.
Aubrey good with a PAT.
And that makes the score 14-7.
4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. And we'll still have time for one play before the half as this will be fair caught and brought out to the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football.
Oh, what a move. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. A 1-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position.
Yeah, we dominate today.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
They go back to Pollard on second down.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Trying to run for it with Pollard. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the first down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll try and run for it. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position.
A give to Pollard running left.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart,
You're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
A second down throw for Prescott. He finds his man, Pollard. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. 3rd and 7 now.
Well, that wasn't exactly a thing of beauty. I know they completed the pass, but look at the yardage lost. I mean, who does that make happy?
That's why I don't play in PPR points per reception fantasy leagues right there.
You'd be really
You don't deserve
upset,
anything
right?
for that.
But you get credit for it? Is that how that works?
Yeah.
Well, I know whoever has this team's defense, they were happy about that play.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Prescott to throw on 4th. That is caught. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big time throw on 4th.
Now that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's 4th down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it.
Flush to his right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
At this point in the second half, one mistake on a forced throw could doom your chances of a comeback, so that's the right call there to just throw that one away.
Play action now. Prescott. They'll find Lamb crossing the formation for the catch. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Prescott yet again. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8. Play fake. Here's Prescott. Toward the pylon, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
Prescott off play action. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
All right, Captain, it's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you've kind of run out of your running plays. Fire another one into the end zone.
This Cowboy defense trying to hold him out of the end zone. They've run it to 3rd and goal. Now here's Pollard, and he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Tony Pollard. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying this ball game here in the final moments of the 3rd quarter. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And we are tied at 14. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. Yeah, boy, it is tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. Second down. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Second down and 4. Up the middle, it's Vaughn. And he is going to lose yardage here. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. Staying on the ground with Vaughn. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. Now Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. Mike McCarthy took the gamble, didn't pay off. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Boy, an incredibly aggressive move to go for it there. Game tied 4th quarter. You got to be surprised.
I am, and I know that we're in a new era of football where we look at the analytics sometimes, and a lot of the time, the analytics tell you to go for it, right? But do the analytics take into account game situation, where we are, all those things?
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And the question, can they turn that interception into points? A tie game for the moment in the 4th quarter. 53 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
It was Osa Odighizuwa on the tackle.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Here's Prescott. Oh, no, he lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Looking to throw. Prescott. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 29-yard line.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Here's 1st and 10. They run straight ahead here with Pollard.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Here comes 2nd down. Now a give here to Pollard. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
Well, just a gigantic play here, both sides. This is 3rd and inches. It'll be a handoff to Pollard, and he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now. They'll toss this out right for Vaughn. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
I'd have to say that was a pretty darn good run right there. They had 8 in the box, still able to burn them. They've got to consider themselves lucky they only give up a first down and not a touchdown.
Here we go, 1st and goal. On the ground with Vaughn.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed.